Chae-min and Yoona. Bon Appétit, Your Majesty Season 2 will be a real-life romance drama. Imagine clicking play and finding that a beloved on-screen couple doesn't just stop at kissing in candlelight, the world insists on nudging the script into real life. That's the deliciously messy premise. Our headline teases. Could Chae-min and Yoona's sizzling chemistry in Bon Appétit, Your Majesty spill offset and into the kind of real-world romance that fuels fan edits, late-night forums, and headline fever? Before you start drafting wedding invitations, sip this introduction like a teaser sip of a mystery cocktail, sweet, borderline absurd, and crafted to make you giggle and gasp in equal measure. To satisfy fans who wish the couple could become a real-life romance movie, some supporters have created edited photo sets imagining them as husband and wife, and we would like to share them with you, our audience. First up, if you're here for the video version of this theory, this is exactly the kind of clickbait-adjacent opener that the Spotlight YouTube channel lives for. The channel's format, quick takes, fan reactions, bloopers, and playful speculation, is a perfect home for a headline like ours. Expect a fast, curious intro, a montage of on-set moments, and a cheeky segment called, If This Were Real Life, where the producer imagines awkward first date menus for royal chefs. When a historical fantasy romance becomes a cultural hit, a predictable domino of events follows. Skyrocketing streaming numbers, reaction videos, viral edits, and, inevitably, shipping. Fans want what? Fans want the possibility of their favorite on-screen pair becoming more than a scripted duet. For Bon Appétit, Your Majesty, the chemistry between Chae-min and Yoona has fired up that exact chain reaction, with viewers daydreaming about a Season 2 that doesn't stop at palace intrigue, but crescendos into a real-life romance plotline. But here's the spoonful of cold broth. On-screen chemistry is a professional miracle, not a legal contract for off-screen romance. Actors are paid to be convincing. Directors are paid to make them look irresistible. Fans often conflate staged intimacy with real affection, and social media helps that conflation spread at warp speed. Still, the dream is a delicious thought experiment, the kind of daydream that spawns fan fiction long enough to be its own historical epic. Industry outlets and entertainment observers have discussed fan enthusiasm and the possibility of a second season, but creators haven't officially locked a sequel into production. Before you start taking couple selfies from promotional stills as evidence, it's worth noting that celebrity dating news and on-screen romance don't always travel the same road. In Chae-min's case, reputable reporting has indicated that he has been publicly linked to actress Ri Da-in, an update that complicates any simple "they'll date in real life" narrative. Meanwhile, media coverage of Yoona's off-screen life varies, and public statements from her team tend to be cautious and measured, as they should be. These bits of real-world context matter if we're trying to translate an on-screen pairing into a real-life relationship. So yes, rumors, sightings, and matching airport outfits will keep feeding the rumor mill, but those scraps are not the same as an official statement confirming a relationship. They're the fan fiction drafts of tabloid feeds, fun to read, risky to print as gospel. The slightly more plausible alternative. Season 2 is a romance drama reboot. If a real romance between two stars is improbable, a second season or a spin-off film that leans into the couple's chemistry is a much more feasible production move. Studios love to monetize chemistry. A sequel that doubles down on the pair's rapport, written, directed, and marketed as a fresh romance drama that intentionally blurs genre lines, would be a tidy way to give fans what they want without asking actors to rewrite their private lives. Industry chatter and several cast interviews have hinted that the actors are open to returning for a sequel, provided schedules and production plans align. But as with all things in entertainment, caution and timing remain the biggest variables. The runaway success of Bon Appétit, Your Majesty has turned what began as a tasty period romance into a cultural feast, ranking highly on global streaming charts and drawing huge viewership numbers across regions. The series climbed Netflix's international lists and registered impressive hours watched during its run, a clear sign that audiences everywhere have devoured its mix of palace, intrigue and culinary charm. That popularity has translated directly into awards season momentum. The drama and its leads have been named on multiple nomination lists this season, with the show and I Am Yoona receiving nods at major ceremonies, a reflection of both critical recognition and fan-driven buzz. Those nominations include top categories that spotlight acting, production, and even Best Couple, Style popularity. Prizes, which keeps the chemistry between the stars in the headlines. Awards shows, press junkets, and festival appearances create real-world windows for cast members to appear together on red carpets, panels, and televised segments, exactly the kinds of public moments where fandoms love to see their on-screen favorite interact. Because the series has collected multiple nominations, the promotional calendar is likely to be busier. More interviews, more joint appearances, and more staged or candid encounters that give fans fresh material to celebrate. In short, the awards circuit practically guarantees the couple will have plenty of chances to cross paths in public, whether merely professional or affectionately performative. Industry momentum matters. Nominations and wins tend to extend a show's lifespan, open doors for specials or spin-offs, and encourage reunion events or year-end performances. For supporters who hope to see Chae-min and Yoona share more screen time, or even more public moments together, the current awards run is promising. It doesn't prove real-life romance, but it does promise many more occasions for the pair to appear together, be celebrated, and keep the conversation and the shipping very much alive. Fan culture, responsibility, and why boundaries matter. It's important to celebrate chemistry and storytelling, but with boundaries. Fans fuel careers, they also create pressure. Speculation can derail real relationships and cast shadows over performers' private decisions. A healthy fandom relishes the story and supports the artists, recognizing that the most romantic thing we can do is respect the difference between performance and private life. Closing, watch, enjoy, and file under, deliciously unlikely. To wrap up, the idea of Chae-min and Yoona's on-screen romance leaping into the real world makes for irresistible headlines and a perfect clip, but reality is more complicated. Fans' hopes are understandable. A season 2 leaning into the couple's chemistry is the sensible entertainment industry pivot, and actual off-screen relationships are personal and subject to the messy rules of life. Treat rumors like seasoning, a little adds flavor, too much spoils the dish. If you love the pairing, savor the show, enjoy the edits, and maybe file the rest under wishful thinking. After all, some stories are best kept on the page, or on the streaming queue.